So this is a new problem coming in front of us. Problem number 876 coming from LeetCode. Name is middle of the linked list. One of the most frequently asked questions. Like I can even show you, can see the set of companies it has been asked in: Bloomberg, Google, Oracle, Adobe, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Qualcomm, Uber, Goldman Sachs, Samsung, Microsoft, you just name it. And to be very honest, the algorithm or the trick that we are going to use in this particular problem is going to be used in multiple other problems as well. So that's going to be significantly important, right? So given the head of the singly linked list. So first of all, we are actually dealing with a singly linked list here. Given head of a singly linked list, return the middle node of the linked list. So you have to return the middlemost node of the corresponding linked list. If there are two middle nodes, return the second middle. Okay, so if you have two middle nodes, for example, for an even length linked list, there are two nodes which are technically at absolute middle. You have to return the second node from it. Okay, so you can see here the answer is going to be 3, here the answer is going to be 4. Okay, now the problem can be extremely simple if you think about an algorithm that you count the number of nodes, and then once you get the length of the linked list, that is the total number of nodes, you divide it by 2 and then get the length by 2th node by iterating on the linked list once again. This is a fairly trivial approach to think of. The problem becomes a bit more tricky once you add a constraint that you cannot read the linked list more than once. You can only read it twice, or maybe you can add a constraint like you cannot count the total number of nodes. What can you do in that case? That becomes fairly interesting. So this is a very interesting application of the very famous algorithm, that is the hare and rabbit algorithm. So before moving forward in the video, I would like to tell you about the brand new offering of Algocamp, which is the Lambda 5.0 course. So this is the 5th iteration of the flagship advanced backend development course with Node.js, but this time it's bigger and better. This time Algocamp has introduced a lot of new projects. The whole ecosystem is going to be more AI powered. There are projects including Lovable Clone, your own AI fitness tracker, own AI interview planner and interview prep, I would say, tool. There is some deep engineering concepts around distributed transaction, using which you're going to make a payment system or a payment wallet system altogether. There's going to be a workflow manager project. You're going to try to understand how exactly you can use the concepts of, let's say, CDC in order to implement different projects. A lot of deep technical projects and deep technical understanding you are going to get. This particular course is going to focus on making sure that you understand the system architectures and deep system concept that a lot of senior engineers are always involved with, and try to make projects on top of that. You are going to see actual scaling strategies, replication strategies, how you can make sure that your system is fault tolerant, and concepts around, let's say, Kafka, concept around Redis and whatnot. There is so many different projects that are actually added, including a WhatsApp system, something like a Netflix like system, a Twitch like system, a lot of AI powered tools. We are going to actually make something like Lovable Clone and whatnot. Do check out the link in the description section below. Get the idea about all the projects that you are going to get and build. This is something that will take you from an absolutely beginner level backend developer to a very advanced level backend engineer altogether. We have received such great testimonies from the last set of batches, and people are actually loving what we have already built, but this time we have made sure that this is bigger and better. So do check out the link in the description section below and use this coupon code to get massive discounts on the current price. And now let's go back to the video. Right. So let's say that you have a linked list, right? Cool. Now, let's say the length of the linked list is L, right? Length of the linked list is L. Then middle node will be at length by 2. Middle node will be at length by 2, right? Okay. Now this problem can be very easily solved using the hare and rabbit approach, right? Why the hare and rabbit approach? Is because the mapping between the length and the middle, I would say, node is kind of like 1:2, half kind of a thing. Now just think about it. Now just think about it. If there is a racetrack, okay, On this race track, there are two persons, A and B. Person A goes with a speed x meter per second, and person B goes with a speed 2x meter per second. That means B is running faster than A. Then can I say that if both runs for t unit of time, if I make them both of them run in t unit of time and B completes the track in t unit of time, right? So B is able to complete the track in t unit of time. Then we can say that speed is equals to distance upon time, or you can say distance is equals to speed into time, right? So speed of B is 2x. So distance covered by B is going to be what? 2x into t, and distance covered by A is going to be what? X into t. Can I say that? Right. If you divide both of the equations, then this t will be cancelled out, right? And or you can even say you can equate both of these, right? So you can say that distance traveled by B divided by distance traveled by A is equals to 2 by 1, because this t will be cancelled out, this x will be cancelled out. This implies distance traveled by B by 2 is equals to distance traveled by A. And what is distance traveled by B by 2? If I say that B completes the whole track in t unit of time, then this is what? L by 2, that is the length of the whole track. So the person A reaches length by 2 when B reaches N. Can I say that? Because A was running faster than B. So similar approach we can do here. In this hare and rabbit based approach, what do? You actually make two pointers. One is, let's say, slow, one is fast. And what you try to do, you make slow go from one node to the next node, but fast takes a jump of two nodes. For example, slow goes from 12 to 13, fast goes from 12 to 14. So see, so in one iteration, slow goes from 12 to 13, fast goes from 12 to 14. In the next iteration, slow goes from 13 to 14, fast goes from 14 to 16. Now in the next iteration, fast cannot move forward. So you can see fast has completed the overall length, and you can see slow is pointing at the middle node. Can I say that? And let's say I add one more node to the linked list. I add one more node to the linked list. Okay. Let's say 18. Now, in first iteration, slow moves one step, fast moves two jumps, slow one jump, fast takes two jump, right? And now in the next iteration, you cannot move forward because fast cannot take a jump of two. So your answer is going to be slow dot next, because you want, this is now both of them are middle, right? And this should be your answer. So what you can do is you can make fast pointer go two step at a time, slow pointer go one step at a time. And the moment fast pointer is not able to move forward, then your slow pointer is going to give you the answer, right? So if I try to write a code for it, you can say slow is equals to head, fast is equals to head. Both of them will start from the head. You will say while fast dot next is not equal to null and fast dot next is not equal to null. Okay. So till the time fast has a next node and a next dot next node, what do? Till that time, you will say slow is equals to slow dot next and fast is equals to fast dot next dot next. Okay. Now you can see if fast reaches a point where fast dot next exists, but fast dot next doesn't exist, that means slow dot next is your answer. So you can say if fast dot next is equals to null, right? Maybe due to this condition, you stopped the loop. So this condition will occur when you are having odd length linked list. In that case, return the slow pointer, else return slow dot next. That's it. That's it. That's how you can implement your midpoint algorithm very easily, right? This is all that you have to do. Time complexity of this algorithm is going to be order of n. Space complexity of the algorithm is going to be order of 1, because you're not taking any extra space and you are just traveling every node at max once, right? Or technically, yeah, you are iterating over every node once. That's it. That's how you can actually solve this question. Now, if you want to implement this function, I will say let slow is equals to head, let fast is equals to head, while slow, sorry, while fast dot next not equal to null, and fast dot next not equal to null. We'll move slow one pointer at a time. Slow is equals to slow dot next, and we'll move fast twice. Fast is equals to fast dot next. At last, if fast dot next is equals to null, you return slow, else you return slow dot next. Okay, this looks good to me. Let's try to run the code. Okay, works fine for the first test case. Let's try for the next test case. So on lead code, whenever you will do linked list based question, you will be only required to implement the function, input, output, everything they will automatically handle. That's the best part. Okay, looks good to me. Let's try with a smaller linked list also. I just want to see all the corner cases. 1, 2, 3. It returns good. Now you have 2, 1 comma 2. Great. If you just have a single node. Okay. And I've just put a corner case. I'm not sure if this will be the case in the backend test cases or not. But if the linked list is empty, there is no middle node, so you return null. That's it. I guess along with this, everything should be fine. Let's submit it. And you can see we have successfully submitted the solution. The time complexity of the algorithm is order of n.